Hey, loser! I've invited everyone in the office to my wedding, but I just want to make this clear. That invitation doesn't include you. You're not permitted to set 1 foot in the venue on my wedding day. Got that? Hey, Aaron. Congratulations on your engagement. I heard about the invitation. What do you mean I'm not invited? I thought that everyone in the office was welcome. Yeah, I've invited everyone else, but not you. You're a useless piece of crap, and I don't want you there. You're just going to take up space and waste my money. So, I guess that this is your usual tactic of trying to ostracize me and separate me from the rest of the guys. You may think it's funny, but it's actually really unpleasant. So would you cut it out already? Plus, you're the only one that thinks that I'm useless. Everyone else thinks that I'm a great help. And I think that I have good dynamics with everyone except for you. That's because everyone else is too easy on you. They're all just getting on with their own jobs. But as section chief, my job is to make sure that everyone is doing their job correctly. I'm not going to be as easy on you as everyone else is. Don't expect me to be the nice guy just because you're new. Then why don't you tell me why you think I'm so useless? I think that would be more productive than just name-calling and giving me the silent treatment. I've been at this company for a year, but I'm already doing as much work as the people around me who have been working here for years. Why do you hate me that much? It's obvious you've got something personal against me. So what is it? Well, first of all, you're 35, aren't you? Yeah, I am. There's only 1 year's difference between us. But you only just entered the company a year ago. I didn't know what you were doing up until now, and I don't give a crap, but it's obvious that you're a late bloomer. Look at me. I'm already a section chief. I think that just goes to show how useless you are. Everyone's different, Aaron. We make different decisions, and we choose different paths. That doesn't make you better than me. I have my own reasons for choosing to work here. Don't you think that it's a little too excessive to call me useless because of that? Let me give you another reason why I'm better than you. After I get married, I'm going to resign to go work in a different company. Oh, really? My fiance's family owns a major business. I think that if I go and get a job there after we're married, I'll get the chance to take over the company when her dad's gone. I'm going to be the CEO of a major company one day. What are you going to be doing when I'm sitting in the top chair? Getting coffee for the new section chief? Ha! I'm just that much better than you. But that's only going to happen if the bride and her family accept and want you as their next CEO, right? What are you trying to say? That I'm not good enough? I didn't say anything about your abilities. I just have a feeling that you've just imagined the most convenient outcome for yourself without even thinking about the other possibilities, or about the feelings of the other people involved. I was wondering if your fiancé actually agrees with you. That's all. What would you know? You don't know how rich people think. You're already 35, and you've only recently gotten a full-time job. You wouldn't understand anything about the world I'm going to marry into. Of course I don't know how your fiancé feels. I didn't mean to act as though I did. I'm very sorry. I'm sure you'll be very happy together. Yeah, well, frankly, the woman I'm marrying isn't that much of a big deal. It's a shame. She's not that bright and she's not that pretty. If she was, everything would have been perfect. Huh? What are you talking about? What? Did you think I was marrying for love or something? Don't make me laugh. I was dating her because I was bored, and I was planning on dumping her if I found a better girl. But thanks to my research skills, I found out that her family was rich. That's why I'm marrying her. I just want her money. Really? That's your reason? Aren't you going to regret spending the rest of your life with someone you don't love? What? Why would I regret it? I just thought that it sounded kind of lonely to marry someone for their money instead of wanting to be with them. I guess everybody really is different. I'm sorry I said anything. But what about your fiancée? She doesn't know that you don't love her? Isn't that kind of disrespectful to her? That's what I hate about you. I'm sorry, what? The way you act like such a hypocrite, it pisses me off. Do you think that you're better than me or something? Just because you want to marry for love? The world goes around on money. Even you should know that. No, you especially should know that, since you're poor. I'm going to marry that woman, and I'm going to become rich and famous. How can I hate her? She's the reason why I'm going to become a CEO. That's not a bad reason to like her. Yeah, sure. If that's what you say, everyone thinks in different ways, so I don't have any right to butt in and tell you you're wrong. If anyone can, it's the bride herself. Anyway, I haven't received an invitation to the wedding, so of course I won't interrupt your big day. Don't worry. You can enjoy it without me bothering you. Yeah, good. That's what I wanted to hear. I wouldn't have forgiven someone as useless as you coming to my wedding. You're just a loser. Don't forget that. It would have been a pain in the ass if you had come and caused trouble, too. I wouldn't have gate-crashed your wedding just to spite you. But if that's what you think of me, then go ahead and keep on thinking that. It doesn't make any difference to me what you think. I'll see you at work, Aaron. Michelle? What is this?
What's what?
I got an invitation to your wedding, but...
Huh? Of course you did, silly. You're coming, right? There's no way you're missing out on my special day. What's wrong? Can't you come?
I'm talking about the guy you're going to marry. I wasn't there when your fiancé came to introduce himself to Mom and Dad, but I think this guy is my manager at work.
Seriously? You know him? That's great. That way you don't have to worry about what kind of guy he is. Oh, or maybe he just has the same name?
No, I don't think so. He's due to get married on the same day that's written on your invitation. I think that's too much to be called a coincidence.
Ah, so you do know Aaron. Wow, it really is a small world. That must mean you've gotten invitations from both of us without us noticing. That's strange.
No, I just have the invitation from you. But I'm pretty sure that the guy you're going to marry is the section chief at my company.
He's your section chief? That's kind of funny. If you didn't go to work at that tiny company, you wouldn't even have a boss. To think that my fiancé's your manager. Your humbleness is your strength, Mike.
I get that you're trying to praise me, but don't say it like that. Even if it's a small company, there's still a lot for me to learn before I come back. I'm doing my best to soak up as much knowledge as I can. Besides, it'll be over soon, so he won't be my manager for long.
Yeah, I know. All right, then look forward to the wedding. I'll keep quiet that you're coming because I want to surprise him on the day. So don't say anything to him either. It's our secret, okay? The more surprises, the more fun.
Yeah, let's do that. Oh, hey, Michelle. I've got a favor to ask. What the hell were you doing? I warned you, didn't I? Are you an idiot? Did you not understand when I told you not to come? You don't even know why I was there. It would have been smarter for you to check first, but you didn't even give me the chance to explain or introduce myself before you punched me and chased me out of the venue. You're even worse than I initially thought you were. It's your own fault! I warned you and you disobeyed me! I just punished you for not listening to me, that's all. This is my wedding day. Don't ruin it by turning up, you loser. Get out of here! Are you really sure you want me to leave? That's what I've been saying. Are you so stupid that you can't even understand English? Huh? Is that what's wrong with you? You don't speak no English? Get out! And go practice your speaking before you show your face to me. Leave! Right now, loser! You're the idiot, Aaron. Huh? What did you say to me? You've gotten it into your head that you have the right to be angry with me, but you're mistaken about one big thing. If I leave, you're going to regret having spoken to me like this. You're going to be begging for me to come back. What are you talking about? Nobody cares if you leave, loser. Least of all me. You can't do anything to me. You're just a useless piece of crap that can't do anything. Nobody wants someone like you at such an important event. This is my big day. The day I get everything. Nobody can stop me from telling you to leave. Sure, if that's what you want to believe. It's too late to turn things around, Aaron. I'm leaving. Leave, goddammit! Why did you even come in the first place? You knew that you didn't belong here and that I was going to tell you to leave. Why waste your time? You really wanted to crash my wedding and ruin my big day? Huh? After I warned you that much that you weren't welcome? That's the only reason I can think of you turning up today. You're not welcome here, loser. Don't come here without my permission ever again. I hope my punch helped you regain some common sense. Now you know that you're not worthy of being here. Don't ever come back. And give my regards to the bride. Tell her that her brother is leaving. What? What are you talking about? Her brother's leaving? Who's her brother? You? It's up to you whether to believe me or not. I don't care anymore, so I'm leaving. I'm not interested in wishing you the best with my sister. You got what you wanted. I just hope that your wedding goes on without any problems or any other interruptions. Goodbye, Aaron. Hey, Michael, where are you? Do you think that you can come back to the wedding venue? What? After you punched me and kicked me out? What made you change your mind? No, that was just a misunderstanding. I didn't really mean it. I'd be grateful if you just come back as soon as possible. I was wrong to act so aggressively. I just got a little too heated up, that's all. Let's talk when you get back. Did you talk with my little sister? Is that why you're asking me to come back? Michelle told me that she wanted it to be a surprise, that she wanted to introduce me before the ceremony started. I didn't realize that she was up to something like that. It was wrong of me to chase you away. She was pretty shocked when she realized you were gone. Anyway, you're family. So I hope you'd come back to the wedding venue so that we can continue the ceremony. Everyone's waiting for you. So can you come back as soon as possible? It's too late for that. I asked you if you were sure that you wanted me to leave, and you told me to get out. I don't know what my sister told you, but I have an idea that she said something that made you realize what a mistake it was to kick me out. I warned you, didn't I? That you would regret it? And now you're panicking. What do you mean it's too late? I'm asking nicely here. Don't you think it's polite to answer to that request? It's my wedding day, Michael. Don't embarrass me. Will you come back to the wedding venue? It doesn't matter how politely you ask me. I told you that I was the bride's brother. You chose not to believe me and still told me to leave, despite me warning you not to. I told you the truth, and I explained what I was doing there, but you didn't care. I left because you told me I wasn't welcome, and I'm not returning. I don't even want to look at you. Seriously? You don't have to say that. Then what about your sister? Michelle's been running around looking for you. Can't you come back for her sake? She's upset that her big brother isn't here for her on her big day. It's her wedding day as well as mine. Can't you just forget about the stuff between us and come back? No, I can't. Why are you being so stubborn? Are you seriously going to be that selfish on your little sister's wedding day? Come on, you're going to ruin everything for her. Especially if you tell her that I punched you and that I told you to leave. Please, can we keep that between us? What do you mean, keep it between us? I mean, let's not tell her what happened. You understand, right? Let's pretend that it never happened, for Michelle's sake, and we work together. Let's not make things awkward. Come on, man. I'm asking nicely. We want to get the ceremony started, so will you come back? You don't want to make a scene, do you? So, for your sister's sake, don't say anything about what happened. You've got to be joking. Are you being serious? What? You punched me for no good reason, and you want me to keep quiet? And you're trying to use my sister as an excuse to keep me from saying anything. But you just don't want me to tell her so that she won't leave you. You're only thinking about yourself. What's the point? No matter how much you lie, you can't hide the truth that you punched me from her. She won't know anything if you don't tell her! Come on! I'm asking you to not ruin our wedding day! You can't seriously think that you can keep it a secret from her. There must have been someone watching. How many people do you think are walking around this place? You're the host. You should know. Someone's bound to have seen it, and she'll find out in no time. You punched me in the face, Aaron. She's going to be disappointed that you could do something like that. And everyone's going to be shocked that you did something that excessive. Why do you think I'm apologizing to you so much? I'm desperate here! Can't you just forgive me already? I've learned my lesson and I'm not going to do it again! Apologizing? Aaron, I haven't heard one word of apology from you. Ever. All you've been saying to me is to not tell Michelle what you did, and to not make a scene. You've been making me out as the bad guy that's trying to ruin your wedding day. You're just scared that everything you've said and done to me will ruin your chances of marrying my sister and getting your hands on my family's money. That's why you want me to keep quiet about what you've done, right? Michael, we're going to be brothers! So what if we have a few arguments like that? Let's just forget about everything that's happened until now and enjoy our new relationship. I want us to get along from now on, as family. We're going to see each other more often too, so it's best if we start off on the right foot, don't you think? We're going to be working together too. I think I'll get along fine without a brother. What? What do you mean? I mean that your motive for marrying my sister, for marrying into this family, was because you're after my parents' money, and you think that you'll gain the right to take over the company. That's what you told me just the other week, without realizing that you were marrying my sister. To be honest, I didn't know that Michelle was marrying you either, so I didn't realize that you were talking about our company. But at least now I know why you're so desperate to stay on my good side and want to keep Michelle from getting upset. Unfortunately for you, it's too late. I already went to the police after you punched me. What? You went to the police? Yeah, and I'm about to file the police report against you for punching me. Once my sister finds out what happened, I'm pretty sure that the wedding will be canceled, or at least put on hold. Either way, it's not happening today. You're not going to get to marry my little sister. No way! But we've already gotten married legally! Today's just for the ceremony! There's no point canceling the wedding! And you can't stop it that easily! How much time, money, and effort do you think we put into preparing everything today? You think that you're already legally married? But my sister hasn't been to the registrar's office yet. I asked her not to send in the documents until the wedding was over. You're kidding! We're not married yet?! You thought she had already taken the contracts and stuff. I told her not to send them yet when I found out that she was marrying you. She was confused about why I asked her to do that, but she agreed with me when I told her that it would be best to wait until the ceremony was definitely over and done with before filing them. I knew that you would mess up and show your true colors if I turned up at the wedding uninvited, but I didn't think that you'd go as far as punch me. Wait a minute. So I'm not married yet? Yeah, you're not going to get married. Not to my little sister. I think you should be more worried about the fact that you're going to go to jail for battery. For battery? What the hell are you talking about? I haven't committed a crime! You punched me in the face. Of course you should be punished for it. I think it's only obvious that you get arrested. And in that case, you're going to get fired. I hope you finally understand what you've done and how serious the situation is. You've got to be joking! Are you trying to ruin my life? What's wrong with you? My plan's completely ruined! I thought I was going to be living like a celebrity after I got married to Michelle! I thought I was going to be rich! What have you done? What have I done? You're still going to blame me? I think that's unjustified. But let me give you a heads up. Even if you marry my sister, you're not going to become CEO of our company. You're not going to gain the life you think you're going to get. I mean, you won't be poor, but you're not going to get the career you're dreaming of. What? Why not? My sister doesn't have any intention of taking over the company. She's already got her own career that she's happy with. I'm the one that's in line to take over the family business. I'm only working in another company right now because I'm trying to gain as much experience before I become CEO. What? That's why I started working in the same company as you. At this age. I told you, remember? That everyone has their own reasons and their own circumstances. But you still treated me like I was useless. Like I was a failure. For what? Is it so bad that someone starts working full-time when they turn 35? Isn't it worse to punch someone for no reason at all? I plan on telling the HR department about all of the insults and the harassment. So it's definite that you're not going to have a job to go back to once you're out of jail. Maybe you should have worked more on fixing your personality, rather than working so hard on finding a spouse to leech off of. You were spending a lot of time calling me an idiot, a loser, and a failure, but I wonder who the real loser is. You're going to be experiencing hell after this, so do your best. You're going to need it, loser.
In the end, Michael's sister Michelle found out about what happened between Michael and Aaron at the wedding venue, and she was absolutely speechless. She had no idea that Aaron was capable of doing something so violent and canceled the wedding immediately. Michael filed the report to the police, and soon after, Aaron was arrested by the police and taken away to the local station for questioning. Apparently, he received notification from his employers that he was out of a job as soon as he was convicted. Michelle was relieved that she managed to avoid marrying a man that didn't love or respect her, and that she'd gotten rid of him thanks to Michael. Aaron had never expected his plans to go wrong, and had been looking forward to the job and the money he thought he would be getting. So he really did feel like he was in hell after he was arrested. Now he's out of prison, he's not only got to start from step one to get another job, but he's got to regain the trust of the people around him. Maybe if he had more empathy for people from different walks of life, he would have had less trouble gaining sympathy from others when he needed it the most. But he really only has himself to blame for everything that's happened to him. We can only hope that he'll reflect on his actions and try to do better from now on. The only problem is that it might be difficult for him to change if he's not willing to improve his own personality.
Hey, Jane. I've got something to tell you. It looks like Kelly has decided to get married. It looks like she's trying to get him to come over to the house. Maybe she wants to introduce her new fiancé to us.
Hey. Oh, really? Kelly actually wants to go through with it? This must be a blessing in disguise. Wow, she can finally pack her things and move out. Good riddance, I say.
What's that supposed to mean? That she can finally do that? That's true. Tell your true feelings about it, why don't you?
I can't help but do that, to be honest. I'm already so exhausted from Kelly's daily attacks. She's a bit vicious. I'd really appreciate it if she left sooner rather than later. It'll feel like a weight's been taken off my shoulders.
Yeah, she really likes having a go at you, doesn't she? She thinks that because we all live together, that she can do that.
She seems to give me the impression that all high school graduates sit at the bottom of society.
What are you talking about? It doesn't matter about what your educational background is, Jane. I told her that you're a boss and in charge of a lot of people.
You realize that she's not going to believe anything like that, right? I guess she's just making things easier to comprehend. That high school graduates don't accomplish anything and have crappy, low-paying jobs in society. I guess we can't help the way she thinks about things. Her thinking isn't going to change anytime soon.
Well, once she gets married and moves out of the house, she might finally calm down and not hassle you so much.
Yeah, perhaps. Your mother insisted that we both live together, but it doesn't make it right for her to treat me this way in the house. This might be the best time to do that. I'm looking forward to meeting her new fiancé. It's going to be a very interesting conversation.
Right, okay. Talk to her if you can about how you feel. I hope we can give her a proper goodbye so that she'll want to leave and not move back in.
Oh, it's going to be. Don't you worry about that, but there's a lot of things I want to confront Kelly about. Well, it looks like I'm getting married. You know, I kept telling you to leave, but you didn't listen to me. You decided to ignore me instead. I never thought that I'd have to be the one to move out. This is so annoying. I haven't got a clue what you're talking about, but I'm not going to be the one who has to leave. Also, congratulations on your marriage. I hope that you do your best by him, and good luck with everything that comes your way. I hope you'll both be happy. You don't need to tell me to be happy because I already am. I've already got all the luck in the world. You don't have to say such things. I'm not going to be a burden to my husband like you've been. I'm a highly educated woman. We're so different that you're not even on the same level as me. All you're good for is nothing, high school graduate. Oh, is that so? Please, feel free to tell me everything you know since you're so smart. What's your point here, Kelly? What's so fun about looking down on someone like me? Am I your enemy? No, I'm just embarrassed that I had to live under the same roof as you, Jane. Don't you understand how highly educated I am? I'm going to invite my fiancé over to our place. I think it's just going to be gross having to meet you face to face. How else am I supposed to explain our differences, huh? Well, when you introduce me to people, why don't you just say to them that this is the sister-in-law who lives with me? Why do you have to mention my educational background or make me feel so low? Because otherwise, people wouldn't understand what I'm going through by living with some lowlife. Don't you get that? My fiancé is the son of a company boss, for goodness sake. What the heck happened to you? Okay, yeah, I've heard about this so many times from you, Kelly. What's that got to do with me exactly? Okay. You saying that is the reason why high school graduates like you are the bottom of society. You know nothing. I'm inviting him over to our house so that he can meet everyone. Since you're such a lowlife, I might as well introduce you as our house servant. What the heck did you just say to me? Did you just call me your house servant? Are you kidding me, Kelly? What else am I supposed to call you? There's no other use for you in this house, so you might as well be a servant, right? The only things you're good at doing is preparing meals and doing the housework. You're more or less a servant. Now just hold on a minute there, Kelly. Have you always thought of me as your slave since I moved in with Joel and the family? I don't understand. Am I wrong about you being our servant? You're just Jane, the good-for-nothing house servant. That's a terrible thing to say to someone who belongs in this family. Why the heck would you call me a servant when I'm not? Well, you do nothing to contribute to the household, Jane. I need to tell my fiancé that it's okay to use you as a servant. Otherwise, people might assume that our family's ranked at the bottom of society if they knew you were a part of the household. Nobody would ever think that. You're just a terrible person for calling me that. I am not a servant, nor will I ever be one to you. Aw, but why? I didn't say anything wrong, did I? Stop denying what you should be doing for our family. I'm just trying to say that you can't call me that. You're so cruel and never think before you speak. Look, I don't care what you think of me, Jane. My fiancé's coming over the day after tomorrow. Please leave before he arrives at the doorstep. I'm not leaving. I'm allowed to be here. I've got the day after tomorrow off, so I think I'll stay at home. I'll just take this opportunity to greet your fiancé. Didn't you say that he's the son of a company president? I don't know what company he works for, but I might be involved with it in the future. What the heck are you talking about, Jane? Why would a high school graduate get involved with a business that my fiancé will own someday? You're not seriously trying to become some hotshot company boss, are you? That is a dream you'll never achieve. It's not a dream of mine, Kelly. I actually am a company boss. You obviously don't know me very well. It's nothing special since almost everyone can become a boss of a company. Personally, I wouldn't want to work for a company where the boss is only a female high school graduate. Well, I wouldn't want to work for someone like you anyway, Kelly. You don't really give me good team player vibes. Wait, what? What's that supposed to mean? You don't even own a company, so you can't say something like that. I don't know how much plainer I can be about the topic, but I suppose I was being rude, wasn't I? Oh well. But it seems like we're trying to say the same sort of thing, so there's no problem. Anyways, I'm looking forward to meeting your fiancé the day after tomorrow. It should be a good time. I made sure to tell my fiancé about the proper role you have in this household. What did you tell him about me? What are you even talking about, Kelly? Are you making things up again? No, of course not. I told him to feel free to use my sister-in-law as a servant since all she's accomplished in life was high school and that's it. If you really don't want to leave the house, then I should be able to call you my servant. You're good for nothing else. I can't help that. Please work hard today as our slave so that we can impress my fiancé when he gets here. Did you seriously just call me a slave? Don't you know what kind of connotations that brings out nowadays, Kelly? Do you have no shame? I can't believe you're not thinking about what you're saying to me. You can't just call me that. Why would I have any shame? Come on, Jane. All you are is a good-for-nothing high school graduate. I can call you whatever I like. My sister-in-law has accomplished nothing, and you're also a bad wife. You're nothing but a slave to our family. If you understand what I'm telling you, you'd calm down and work for my family as a servant. Ugh, you are literally being such a pain, Kelly. It seems like there's no point in saying anything to you anymore. I'll probably end up regretting not saying anything, but that's not my fault, but in a roundabout way it is. It's not fair. Oh, boo-hoo, Jane. My fiancé, who's the future boss of his company, is coming over to the house now. I'm going to introduce you as a low-ranking house servant instead of my sister-in-law. Just a no-good high school graduate. Wow. Okay, don't hold back, Kelly. I'm still looking forward to meeting the guy. At least he'll see what you're like. Don't even think about being rude in front of him. Good luck today, slave. You're going to need it with the mess we're going to make of the house. You know what I'm really looking forward to, Kelly? How long you can keep up this attitude that you've got. Just hang on a minute. What's going on here? You need to give me an explanation right now. What is the meaning of this? Wow, it was so funny when your fiancé started shaking when he saw me. It was like he was nervous or something. It seems like it's been a while since I had seen someone get all panicky in front of me. I feel bad for the guy, but it meant that I was able to see something very interesting. What's interesting? What are you talking about, Jane? Are you making fun of him? Do you have any idea how much you've embarrassed me today? I seriously can't believe this. I guess it must have been my fault that everyone got so embarrassed. I just so happened to work at the same place as your fiancé. I just so happened to be the president and also was once a good customer of them as well. There is absolutely no way that that could be true. You definitely would never make it as a boss of a company. Well, you should be able to tell from the attitude that your fiancé had that it's true, right? He got so mad about how you were treating me that he made you kneel down on the ground and apologize at my feet. And even after that, you still don't think it's true? What's wrong with you, Kelly? I can't believe what happened. I can't believe that someone would make me kneel on the floor and make me apologize. Well, so you should have, since you said something that made me fall to the floor in anger. You called me a slave and even told your fiancé about it. But why should I be the one to have to get on my knees? I hardly did anything wrong. What did I ever truly do to you? I was just speaking the truth. There's no way that I'm going to help you out with this one if you don't even know what you've done wrong. Well, you didn't have any right to tell him not to marry me. How could you say that? When you told him that, he immediately wanted to call off the engagement. I'm absolutely devastated. How could you do this to someone? How could I do what to someone? Speak the truth about how you've treated me? I was just thinking out loud, to be honest. You're so insensitive. How could you do this to me? What a terrible thing to say to someone's fiancé. What's your problem with me? Why do you always cause me so much trouble? You don't need to say those things. It wasn't necessary. You're just telling lies, aren't you, to make yourself look good? I'm being insensitive? Really? Even though you called me a slave? What are you even talking about, Kelly? What lies are you even referring to? It's impossible for a high school graduate to get a top position in a company, so we're obviously talking about someone else, right? I know that you're criticizing my marriage. Why do you have to do that? I'm sorry you think I'm doing that to you, Kelly. I'm not talking about anyone else but myself here. I'm the one who's the boss of a company, so I don't get why it's so hard for you to believe that. Are you still going on about this? This conversation's going round and round in circles. Or did you actually know I was the boss and you just didn't want that to be true because you'd look like such a terrible person for bullying someone, right? Yes, I did know about it, but I thought that you were more of a self-proclaimed president to make yourself look more important. I can't believe you actually run a company, even though you're only a high school graduate. It makes no sense. Just because I didn't go to college, it doesn't mean that I can't do anything with my life. You criticize people so much based on their education. It's annoying. Even high school graduates can succeed if they take things seriously and give their chance a good shot like I did. You only seem to care about someone's academic history, and you're so picky when it comes to jobs. You only end up looking like a half-hearted part-time worker. Why do you always have a go at me for my educational background? How dare you talk to me like that? What are you getting at? You can treat me like this? What do you mean by me being half-hearted? Even though you register for a position and get dispatched to that position you applied for, you get picky and don't like the way things are done. If you turn around and say it's not a good fit for you, you just quit right away. What a waste of time for the company in hiring you. You frequently quit jobs and blame that it doesn't suit you, but it's because you're lazy and don't want to work. All you want to do is live off of someone else for the rest of your life so you don't have to do hard work. That's not true at all. You know nothing about me. Stop making up crap about me. You can't say much either. I work a lot harder than you do, Kelly. Then why don't you explain to me what it is that you do? All I'm trying to do is find a job that's right for me. I just want to find a job that matches my abilities. Okay, sure. I guess I should believe you, but I think that's crap, Kelly. Hey, if there's something that I'm interested in and I like it, I'll stick with it, and I'll do so for a very long time. My guess is that you'll never find anything you like, and you'll just use others to get what you want. It's because I'm just too good for all the jobs that I've tried to do, okay? I've got world-class abilities. Isn't it more to do with just having too high of a standard and thinking you're better than you actually are? Not a question of your abilities. What are you even on about, Jane? That makes no sense. What's so wrong with having a high standard anyways? It's not good having such high expectations, Kelly. It makes you look like you're too good for everyone and that you're snubbing them. You don't have any world-class abilities. You're just picky and lazy. This is what happens when you think your ideals are the most important. When are you going to realize that you've got no special abilities and actually just find a job and stick to it? Rude much? It's not entirely impossible. I just haven't found my exact ability yet, okay? Don't you know that I graduated from a super prestigious university? Doesn't that make me special? And your point is what exactly? I don't think your university actually matters to probably most people. Excuse me? What's that supposed to mean? Going to that university makes me special and elite, no? Okay, yeah, you worked hard to get into a famous university. I'm not going to take that away from you. But does going to a university that's famous really determine if you're going to succeed in life or be an elite or wealthy? I heard that you quit the company that you joined only a month after graduating from university. Since then, you've been jumping from job to job a lot. How does that make you elite? Don't you want to move up the career ladder? You've got to stay at a job for a long time to do that. All you've done recently is quit your previous job to be a so-called home security guard. What is that anyway? You turn around and say that you can't help with the housework even though you're at home. You don't even do anything like that, which is just lazy, to be honest with you. How dare you try to make fun of me? At least I try. All you are is a high school graduate. You never went to college like I did. How does that not make me a successful person, huh? I got the best education in the country, if not the world. Oh, don't talk crap, Kelly. Just because you got into a good school, it doesn't mean you're automatically going to be successful. I might have only graduated high school, but annual income's a lot higher than yours. I do wonder how many times more it is. Your income at the moment is, well, 0, so I can't really calculate it as such. There's absolutely no comparison. I'm still in the early stages of my life. I've got time to find a really good job. I'm still young, unlike you, you old hag. If I get married, I'll get rich that way because I'll marry a man who makes lots of money. So someone's educational background doesn't matter anymore as long as they make a lot of money? Shut up, Jane. There's no need to be a smart aleck to me. That's what I plan to do, so I'll do it. Aw, did that hurt your poor little heart? You're literally a walking contradiction, Kelly. You looked down on me because of my academic history. What makes you think you won't do the same when it comes to looking for a husband? If you think you'll end up getting married, I see no problem with that. Someone's academic history just won't matter anymore, even if it's to find your ideal husband. Okay, I get it. You dare call me a slave, even though I work hard at my company and you do nothing all day. What a load of trash. I guess it causes you so much pain to see how unsuccessful you are compared to me. Oh, you think you're causing me pain? I can throw it right back at you. What are you going to do for me? What am I supposed to do if my marriage doesn't work out? You need to take responsibility for ruining my relationship with my fiancé. Will you even do that? Me? Take responsibility? Are you kidding me? I just spoke the truth while you lied through your teeth. Do I really need to take the blame? Of course you do. You ruined my marriage. I was going to marry that guy and all you had to do was leave the house and you didn't. You're at fault here. Because of what you said to him, our marriage is in doubt. You do realize that, right? Say that it's your fault, Jane. Wow, it really satisfies you to put all the blame on me, doesn't it? Even though I told your fiancé the truth and you told him I'm a slave. Really, Kelly? I'm only responsible for what I said, so you should be too, correct? Are you kidding me with this crap? What are you trying to say? You called me, your own sister-in-law, a slave. What a horrible thing to do. And you told him I'm just an outsider. I don't know which one is more embarrassing, do you? It's a really stupid and just an inexcusable thing to say to someone who's married into the family. I thought we would get along when I moved in. Well, there's not much more to say than that. Look, it was wrong of me to call you a slave. It's not like I had any bad intentions. It was just a joke, you know? I don't get why you're so angry about this when all I was doing was teasing you. I know it's not the actual truth. I just wanted to have a little bit of fun since it gets so boring around here sometimes. I'm not angry about it, just really disappointed that someone would stoop so low to say something like this to another person. There are honestly too many idiots like you in the world that show no remorse and just say whatever they want and forget the other person's feelings. You even told me to leave the house, my own house that I live in with my husband. Why should I have to go? This house is also in my name. My mother-in-law asked me to live with you all, and she let me live here out of compassion. If you want me to leave, then you can tell me that after you've got your own house. You'll know soon enough what it feels like to be kicked out of your own home, okay? Whoa, just back up a minute. I don't believe that this house is in your name. Why is it in your name? You really underestimated me. I'm a boss of a company, Kelly. Didn't you know that I'm capable of making decisions like this? You know what? I don't care what you say to me now. Your words don't really hurt me anymore. Please leave the house immediately. You're not welcome here. Wait, what? Are you for real? Why can't I stay here? Are you seriously kicking me out right now? Are you insane? Are you trying to kick me out onto the streets? Well, why shouldn't I, considering the way you've been treating me? You deserve it, to be honest. Don't you know that my marriage is ruined because of you? I've got nowhere to go now. I was going to marry a successor of a company, for goodness sake. You called me a slave, Kelly. You said I was a lowlife who never accomplished anything. I've accomplished more than you, and I didn't even go to college. You were the one who was making up lies and saying things that didn't make sense. You've been the problem this entire time. No matter what way you look at it, it's not my fault at all. I'm the victim in all of this. I can do what I want in this situation, and I am telling you to leave this house. But I was going to get married, and now everything's ruined. Where do I go when you kick me out? I don't know. That's a problem you need to solve on your own. Perhaps find a job that earns you money. You're an awful person, and I never want to have anything to do with you ever again. You've always been a cruel sister-in-law. You can't just say those sorts of things about me. Please, just wait a minute, Jane. What did my brother say about this? He said that he's very disappointed in your behavior towards me. He finds it disgusting. I don't understand. Why would he say something like that to his little sister? He's always said nice things about me. Well, he's no longer wearing his rose-tinted glasses anymore. He sees you for what you truly are, which is rude and cruel. Don't you remember calling me a slave or something? Do you have short-term memory loss, Kelly? No one in this house wants you here. You're officially cut off. Don't even think that you can come back into the family. You've ruined your chances of doing that. Please, no, you can't kick me out. I'm the baby of the family. Please don't cut me off. I'm sorry for what I said to you. Don't do this. I'll make up for it. It's too late for that, Kelly. You blew it. Anyways, I've got things to do. Goodbye. Good luck finding a job. You'll need one to survive. I hope you've learned your lesson. In the end, Kelly's marriage fell apart and apparently was kicked out of the house not long after that. Kelly went crying to Jane and Joel and her parents, but she was only lectured to, and they ignored her pleas to move back in. They told her that she had gone too far this time. They told her that she couldn't rely on them again and was kicked out of the family home. Kelly left the house and had no choice but to live on the streets. She got herself lost wandering the streets of the city and thought about how dumb she was. It seemed that she finally realized how bad her words were, but even so-called elite people like her don't get their own way all the time. She was disappointed that she couldn't get a decent job or find a house to live in. She's currently working part-time as a live-in worker to make ends meet. It seems like she's not living a life of a successful person. It's the result of her own actions. She got too snobby for her own good.
Hey, you old hag! You need to break up with my brother this instant!
Hello? Is that you, Sophia? You're obviously Mark's little sister, then. I'm taking good care of Mark, though.
I don't care. I'm saying that you need to break up with him, all right? I won't let you both get married. I can't believe that he's going to go through with this marriage to you. I need to wake him up from this nightmare.
I don't understand what you're wanting to say, Sophia. Mark and I have already gotten married.
What the heck? How is that possible?
We're married now, so of course we're not going to break up. That makes you my new sister-in-law. I hope that we can get along from now on as sisters.
Why would my brother choose you to marry? I don't get it. You're just a misunderstood, ugly piece of crap that's wanting his money.
That's such a crude thing to say, don't you think? Did you forget how to be polite with other people or something?
You're after his money, right? My brother works for a really good company and he excels at his job. Aren't you just wanting his money for your own future success because it's a sure thing?
Well, thank you for telling me more about the company he works for. I'm in no way after my husband's money, so please don't worry.
I don't believe a word of that. With the pompous attitude that you have, what else would you possibly say? I am totally against this marriage, so you need to break up.
How much influence do you think you have in the decisions we make? We've already gotten married, and the ceremony itself will be in the weekend. Why don't you just approve of our marriage? That is what pleases your brother the most, if you could do that.
I will protect my brother at all costs from you.
What do you mean, Sophia?
You're older than my brother, aren't you? You're almost 10 years older than me. Why would such an old lady like you want to put her hands all over my brother for?
Would you quit calling me old already? How is being a different age than your brother even related to how I feel about him? It's rather odd trying to explain this to my husband's sister. It's also strange to suddenly talk through a messaging app when we haven't been properly acquainted. How about we talk about it the next time we meet up together as a family? Maybe we can get along if we talk this out in person.
Me and the wrinkly old piece of crap talking? Oh, please, save your breath.
If you're going to talk like that, it seems a bit difficult to get along with someone who feels like this.
I want my brother to have the best marriage, and what he chooses is an old hag who is ugly and looking to steal his money. My brother shouldn't be marrying such a woman, don't you agree? I have to keep telling you to reconsider your marriage, but you won't listen to me. You haven't been replying to my messages for a while. Are you there? Don't you think that's strange?
Even if you're saying that it's strange, it seems like a problem between you and your brother. I'm not telling you to reply to my messages, Sophia. Can't you see a reason why Mark won't reply to you? Maybe it's because you're saying that he shouldn't be with me and saying horrible things about me?
What the heck? There's no way that Mark would think like that about me when I'm just trying to protect him. Absolutely no way.
Well, if you think so, then everything should be fine, right? If it were me, I don't know what I would do if my family were talking badly about my spouse. This conversation is becoming pointless, and I don't like it.
Oh, so you're saying this is my fault? You can't sink any lower if you're going to blame me for everything.
Right, okay. No matter what you say now, it's getting on my nerves. How about we have a slow and clear conversation next time we see each other in person? I'll talk to Mark about it so that we can all talk about this together like adults. I just want you to know that we are happy together. I hope this puts your mind at ease a little bit. Hi, sweetie. So, Sophia messaged me. She told me that she hadn't contacted you at all, but didn't you talk to her?
Yeah, I did. I got a load of messages from her. It's all these messages about how we shouldn't get married and to stop seeing each other and that sort of thing. I don't understand why she's sending me these types of messages. So I just didn't reply to her.
Oh, as I suspected. That sounds about right. It seems that she hates me.
She always used to follow me around. I definitely spoiled Sophia, as she was my baby sister, and she just wanted to be around her older brother. We're both almost in our 30s now. I didn't think it would go this far.
Sophia is 26, right? I think she's at the age where she should be leaving her brother to his own devices.
It might have been better to register our marriage without saying anything to her. Otherwise, she might get in our way of having a nice wedding ceremony. I'm really happy that we're married. I want to apologize about what Sophia's saying about you. Try to not let it get to you too much, okay?
It's not your fault, dear. I get it. It's all right. I'll try not to let what she said get to me.
I'm really sorry about her. She's a bit weird when it comes to me.
You have nothing to apologize for. Don't worry. I thought it would be nice if I could get along with Sophia. I'm hated more than I imagined, so I'm quite confused. I'm thinking about what I could do.
I'm just as surprised as you, love. I think you should just tell what you've done so far.
But I feel like she won't listen to me no matter what I say.
That's true, yeah. But it's my life, not Sophia's. She can't just decide things for me. If she keeps complaining about you and saying cruel things, we need to think of something to solve the Sophia issue.
I hope that we can all somehow talk to each other and understand our situations together, and then of course reconcile. I'll talk to her at family dinner after the wedding ceremony.
Thank you for considering all these things. I appreciate it.
Hey, it's for family. It's a pretty normal thing to do.
Oh, thank God it's over for the both of you.
Excuse me? What are you talking about? The wedding ceremony hasn't even started yet. What's over? What are you saying?
You're both no longer husband and wife. You're a complete nobody to him now. I never have to look at your face ever again.
What's that supposed to mean?
I filed divorce papers for you both. You guys are already divorced now. I've freed my brother from your grasp. I can't believe how good of a job I did to manage that.
What the heck? You filed divorce papers without our permission?
I sure did. Oh well, I bet you're really frightened of me now, huh?
I'm not even remotely afraid of you, you know. No matter who you are as a sister-in-law, you've overstepped the mark. If you've gone this far, there is no way of coming back from it.
Whatever you say, stranger. It's more of the fact that I'm completely satisfied with the fact that I saved my precious older brother from you. Save? Are you kidding me? You wanted to keep your brother away from anything that makes him happy? That's not the reason. An ugly, money-seeking woman like you will never get close enough to my brother. I saved him from you. Would you quit it with all your cruel and hateful words? You're just bullying me now. Do you have any idea what you've just done? You're not a suitable match for my brother. Now that you're divorced from him, you're no longer to get involved with him or our family. Do you really think my brother would love an ugly, gold-digging woman like you? You're dreaming. Now that the divorce papers have been filed, the wedding ceremony will be canceled. Yes, I guess there's no problems then. Wow, such a strong, ugly lady. What if I did things on my own terms? If it was all to lead to a divorce, Mark would be the only one who has to deal with the trouble. Huh? What are you talking about, you ugly woman? It wouldn't be like that. My brother's the best of the best. Even if he divorced a woman like you, he would bounce back really quickly. He's such a popular guy that he would be able to get an even more attractive and intelligent woman. You do know that I was once your brother's boss, and he was the one working for me, not the other way around. I don't believe you. You were his boss. Yes, even though you believe me to be the gold digger, it's funny that you're misunderstanding the money situation. Don't you think that as a boss that I wouldn't have money? You? Betty? A boss? An ugly woman like you? I already explained this to you when we first met. I'm pretty sure that Mark did as well. You really do lack the ability to listen to people, Sophia. Does this mean that my brother will be fired because of the divorce? Actually, you know what? That's fine. My brother is super talented and can get a fancier job like that. He will no longer be troubled by you if you're not around. Oh, is that what you believe? What are you trying to say, Betty? Shouldn't you be the one to decide whether you believe it or not? I'm going to inform Mark of the situation. Mark never gets angry with me because I'm his cute little sister. Sometimes he might make a troubled face at me, but in the end, he always forgives me. That means it'll all be okay. Wow, you have a lot of confidence, Sophia. I admire you for that. Don't you think that only applies to when you were elementary school students? With Mark knowing the circumstances, he said that he would cut you off and be estranged from you. Excuse me? Cut off? That's right. We were going to pay for your college tuition, and we were planning to pay for future study abroad expenses, but I suppose we'll have to cancel that. Pay for what? My college expenses? As a result of you being out of employment and having gone to a private university being a burden on your parents, I thought it was a tough situation to be in. Over the past year, I paid for it. But from all of this, even after graduating from college, you haven't been looking for a job and you've been living at home for the past 2 years already. You've messed up big time. Do you have any idea of how much trouble you've caused your family? You've paid everything for me. Why would you do something like that? As Mark's little sister, you were like family to me, and I made that decision to help you out. But now knowing that you've hated me this entire time, it's so awkward. I really thought that we could become friends someday, but as I kind of expected, the situation ended up like this. So it seems that whilst you'll be studying overseas, you'll be eating up all of your parents' money. You said that you filed the divorce papers, so of course I'll cancel the payments. But, Betty, does this mean I can't study overseas now? That's right, Sophia, unless you use your own money. Your parents, myself, or anyone else for that matter, don't intend on helping you out after what you've done. Betty, hang on a minute, okay? I had no idea up until now that you were doing this. Even though you said this all so suddenly, it's difficult for me to respond without knowing anything about it. If you were at college, I'd be forcing you to drop out since you won't be able to afford it. Such a pity. But I'll make sure that you repay me for what I paid for you, and you'll need to repay your parents for all the trouble you've caused them. If you want to study abroad, you need to go on your own expense. I'll never support you financially again after the things you've called me. Betty, don't be mad at me. I had no idea that this was the situation. You can't be that mad at me, surely. I'm not just mad. I'm completely dumbfounded by your behavior. I don't want anything to do with you anymore, so just do your best by yourself. With that, I bid you farewell, Sophia. Oh wait, what's with the goodbyes, Betty? What am I supposed to do now? Who knows? You can't come to the wedding ceremony. I don't think you're really part of the family anymore. Huh? You're still going to have a wedding ceremony? How? Today's Saturday, and I heard that the courthouse has a temporary window reception open, right? So I went there to confirm if divorce papers were filed in my name, and they were, so I canceled them, and now they're invalid. Well, that means everything's fine now. I didn't do anything wrong then. Don't you understand that it's not a problem that can be easily fixed? Huh? What do you mean it can't be fixed? You forged our divorce papers and submitted them, Sophia. I tried to call off the wedding, and as I expected, Mark is furious about it. I have no intention of dealing with you in the future. I hope that cutting you off will make all the difference. Oh wait, Betty, so I can no longer study overseas? And if I forged the papers, that means you're not divorced after all. Doesn't it mean that everything will be okay? It means nothing has changed, right? My perception of you has changed. I thought of you as family, Sophia, and now I just see you as my enemy. Mark also sees you that way as well. He's cutting you off too. Don't even think about showing yourself around us ever again. We cringe at the sight of you. Please, wait a minute, Betty. Let's talk this out. Can't we talk this out nice and calmly, like adults? You would have been if you were dealing with the Betty who was nice and calm a few hours ago. Do you think I would now? It's all over, Sophia. You made the mess. You lie in it. I'm sorry it came down to this, but you're nothing but a stranger to us now. Don't come anywhere near our wedding ceremony or else. Betty, I'm really sorry. Please accept my apology. I was so terrible to you. I realize that now. I know you and my brother are really mad at me, but please look into your hearts and forgive me. I can't live on my own if my family abandons me. I was really looking forward to studying overseas. Please let me go. We're family, right? Please, I'm on my knees here. Forgive me for what I've done. I'm not forgiving you for anything, you horrible little girl. You pushed your brother too far this time, and you're just being a complete nuisance to everybody. Why don't you go and cry on your own and let us live in peace, all right? Don't contact me again. Please, Betty, don't do this. Please don't leave things like this. Please don't abandon me. I have nowhere to go. It's too late, Sophia. Did you finally realize that you picked the wrong person to pick on? You're just a piece of crap, you horrible little girl. When it came down to the problem at hand, the divorce papers were discarded by Betty and Mark got married without any issues. Sophia came to the ceremony in tears, but she was not allowed inside. She was completely amazed by the actions of her brother and her family. It seems that she had no choice but to be at a loss after her brother and family cut her off and was isolated from them. Once Betty and Mark got married, they lived happily ever after. Sophia had no place to go, and the study abroad program she was looking forward to vanished. She was forced to pay back her tuition and started working part-time as a live-in babysitter. Right now, it seems like she's living alone without the support of her family. Her problems were self-inflicted, so there's no way of rescuing her from this fate.
Hi, Evan. It's Tom. Can I ask you a question?
Sure, what's your question?
I haven't heard any progress about the project you're working on right now.
Oh, sorry, I'm working on it now. I got the edited document from you like 10 minutes ago, so I need to make changes.
You're still working on it? Seriously?
Yes, I mean, I could have finished it during work hours if you gave it to me a little earlier.
Okay, and? Are you blaming it on me?
No, I'm not.
This is what happens when you don't check everything beforehand. You are so useless.
I did ask everyone to see if they needed help with anything, including you.
You need to double check. I'm always busy unlike you, so I was probably not paying attention.
Sorry to say this, but you were looking at golf clubs online.
That's because I need to go golfing with the head of our business partner this weekend.
I didn't know about this. I should have been receiving emails from them too.
I got a call from them today, and it's just going to be the two of us.
I see. Anyways, I'll get it done by today. What time do you want this done by?
Within 3 hours.
Okay, I'll try and get it done within 2 hours.
Make sure you don't stay that long.
Why?
You're wasting electricity. It's not free, you know. Should I charge you for that?
Why only me? There are other people here also, and to be honest, I don't want to work overtime either.
You don't want to work in general, huh? Also, you are saying that you don't want to work overtime, but you probably leave some work undone on purpose so you get paid more, because the payment is better than your working hours.
Can you please listen to me first before you make that statement? I'm in charge of 3 big projects, so there's no way that I can finish all of it during work hours. So that's the reason why I need to work overtime. It's not because I get paid more, okay?
I shouldn't have hired an incompetent person like you in the first place. I need to talk to HR about this.
Why would you need to talk to them about me?
Because you're a loss for the company.
Really? I think I'm making a profit for the company.
How? You're working overtime on purpose, and you just chat with people during the day.
That's because I'm helping people with their work. I don't want to waste my time talking about things that aren't related to work.
Yeah, that's an excuse. You need to work extra hard if you still want to be here.
Actually, I think I'm the only hard worker here in my department along with Brian.
I have no clue what you're saying, but since you work under me, I will force you to work for the hours you wasted.
Including lunch hours?
Of course. I eat lunch at my desk while doing work, unlike you, who goes out to eat. Why don't you try to be like me? I'm a competent person who gets work done early and leaves work every day right after working hours.
I think I already worked those lunch hours by working overtime. Also, I don't mind you leaving after working hours, but can you at least explain to the other people about the project and whatever editing you did that day instead of yelling at me? I have too much things to do.
It's not enough. Excuse me? When did I yell at you?
You yell at me every day.
I'm just lecturing you.
No, you're targeting me. You just don't like me going home after working hours, right? I know because you assign me work 5 to 10 minutes before I end my shift. I'm doing too much work, so I would appreciate it if you could divide some work to other people in the team, like Brian. He's a hard worker and sometimes helps me with the projects I'm working on.
You got some damn nerve to say something like that, even though you don't work. Brian works hard unlike you, so stop complaining and work, okay? Don't be on your phone.
You texted me first, and I'm just replying to your texts.
Do you want me to fire you?
Why all of a sudden?
Because it seems like you want to argue with me all the time.
I'm talking to you normally, you just think that way. I actually don't have a problem quitting.
You don't need to act tough. I know that you are panicking now. LOL.
I'm not. Now please excuse me, I have work to do. The next day... Hey Brian, sorry for texting you after your shift, but can I ask you for a favor?
Hi, Evan. Sure. What's up?
I don't feel too well lately, so do you think that you could help me with the projects?
Of course. Wait, were you doing everything on your own?
Yeah, because Tom told me to take care of it.
Why didn't you ask me?
I didn't want to bother you, plus I thought that I could do it on my own, but my body is telling me to give up and ask for help.
Hey, don't say that. Let me help you. I don't want you to collapse.
I'm doing my best not to let that happen. Thank you, Brian. You're the only one in the department that I can count on.
Thank you. I appreciate the fact that you trust me. Actually, why doesn't Tom ever help you?
I do ask him, but he says the same thing every time. I'm busy preparing documents for the meeting or meeting with someone from our business partners. This time he says that he's going golfing with the head of one of our business partners.
What? He said that he's going on a golfing trip with a Hooters girl this weekend.
What? Seriously? Wow, he lied to me.
Yeah, he's trash. He makes excuses that he doesn't need to do anything. He even watches YouTube videos which he calls educational videos when it's sports and short clips of movies. He said that by watching those, he can brainstorm how to market the company, but it doesn't have anything to do with our industry.
He doesn't take his job seriously. Hey, but at least he likes you, though. He really hates me, and it's stressful hearing him yell every single day.
OMG, I hear him every day before I leave the company. Sorry for not being able to help you. He has no right to yell at you like that. He doesn't understand that all of the projects are successful because of you.
It's okay. I don't listen to him anyway. Don't worry. He'll face problems someday.
True. It's just a matter of time, LOL. Anyways, let's meet up tomorrow to discuss what I should help you with.
Thank you so much for helping me, Brian. Talk to you tomorrow.
No problem. See you tomorrow. Take a good rest tonight.
A few days later...
Evan, get your ass to work. Where the hell are you? You're late.
What? You didn't hear anything? Were you at the meeting this morning?
No, because I don't need to attend. I just came in now.
I never heard of a boss who doesn't attend a meeting. Anyway, I need to be hospitalized for a week because of my chest pain and severe headaches. I think it's because I've been working too hard. I'm sorry for your inconvenience, but would appreciate your cooperation.
Are you serious?
Yes.
You're taking off from work for a week just for that reason?
This can lead to a heart attack or stroke. It's pretty life-threatening.
You were going to cause a problem for the company again. You're probably lying.
No, I'm not. I'm actually hospitalized right now. I was carried to the hospital yesterday.
That's just an excuse because you don't want to come in for work, right?
Please don't say that. It's not. This is what happens when you work too much. I would appreciate it if you could work things out so our other employees don't have to go through this.
Why would I listen to a person who slacks off during work?
You don't need to be that rude, you know.
Who's going to do your job then?
I asked Brian because I thought it was easier to ask him than you because he's helped me with some of it.
Wow. I feel so bad for Brian because now he needs to take over your work you probably haven't done.
Actually, we're almost done preparing for the 3 projects.
Hey, if you have time to text now, can you come to work? I bet you are grabbing coffee somewhere, so come to the office immediately. Don't leave your work to Brian.
What?
You heard me. You will get fired if you don't come in within 30 minutes.
I just told you that I'm at the hospital now, so I can't go.
Stop lying.
I'm not. I can send you pictures, but I know that you'll just say that I picked up the pics from the internet, so I won't do that. Now, will you excuse me? It's almost time for me to do a few examinations, so I need to go. A few hours later...
You didn't come, so you're fired.
What?
I gave you 30 minutes, but you decided not to show up. It's fine because we don't need someone who doesn't want to work here.
Oh my god, do you ever listen to me? Do you want me to send you screenshots of the conversation we had 30 minutes ago?
You don't need to because it's a waste of time.
You should listen to people because it can be something important, you know?
I do listen to people, but not you. I will get started with your retirement process, so you don't need to come in from tomorrow, okay?
Wait, I didn't submit my resignation letter yet. Plus, you don't even have the authority to fire me.
Yes, I do. I will fire you for lying. About the resignation letter, I wrote it for you.
What? That's illegal.
So, who cares about that? I submitted it and it's already accepted, so you're done. Don't ever come back.
Wow, I don't even have a word to say.
Appreciate me that I did it for you.
Yeah, you know what? Thank you. I wanted to quit anyway.
I bet that you're going to be crying later on, LOL.
I think that you'll be the one who's gonna cry. Are you 100% sure you want me gone?
Yes.
Okay then, I don't care if you face problems later on. Bye. A few days later...
Why aren't you picking up? I've been calling you many times.
What do you want? I'm busy.
Busy? You're probably doing nothing.
Why are you still rude even after I quit?
Come to the office right now. It's an emergency.
What?
You're not fired, so if you come and apologize, I will forgive you and let you work here again.
Is your brain made out of Fruit Loops or something?
Excuse me?
You're the one who fired me. Let me guess, you still can't do anything without me, right?
Yes, so just shut up and come to work. We're in trouble.
Of course you are, because I was in charge of almost all the projects. Brian helped me, but he doesn't fully understand everything. Now, do you realize who you fired?
I didn't expect for this to happen. Why is this happening?
Well, let me see. You made all your coworkers do all the projects without explanation, and while you were watching YouTube videos and shopping online, reported everything as your credit, even though it wasn't, and yelled at people all day, every day, and leave the earliest.
Damn! Shut up! Being a boss is tough and stressful.
You weren't even doing anything. What are you talking about?
Yes, I was. You just didn't know.
Oh, and, looks like you had a date with a Hooter girl this weekend when you said that you were gonna go golfing with the company's business partner.
What? Who told you?
I'm not gonna tell you. You not arguing back means that it's true, right?
Hey, shut up and just come back. I know that you're in some kind of trouble because you are not working right now, right? I could go talk to the HR and cancel the resignation.
What trouble?
Money-wise and mental health issue. You probably lost your confidence and feel lonely now, right?
I don't have those problems because I already found a new job.
What? New job?
Yeah, I now work at my friend's company. He originally approached me, but I turned it down because I wanted to challenge myself to work at a big company. But it wasn't what I expected, so I thank you for making me quit the company.
Why did you find a new job without my permission? I never allowed for you to do that.
I don't need your permission because it's my decision. Anyway, I wanted to work somewhere else, so I have nothing to do with you.
Are you seriously not coming back?
Yes, do you not understand what I just said?
We are panicking now. Please. I will apologize from the bottom of my heart. Do you not care about us?
You're just saying that to save yourself, right? I will not accept the apology, and I don't care because I don't have anything to do with you or the company, so deal with it by yourself. I thought you said that you were a competent person.
Please don't say that. If we get into trouble, I will be responsible for everything.
Yeah, and? Are you gonna run away from this? Maybe you should experience this once. Why don't you go and talk to someone else about this? If there is anyone, though.
I asked everyone, but they all said that you're in charge.
Well, sorry, but I'm busy now and I don't have time to read it over or something.
I did, but I don't understand anything.
Proves that you weren't doing anything and didn't bother to check the project beforehand. Looks like you were the one that was at a loss for the company. Bye, scumbag. After the incident, since I had no reason to go back, Tom panicked and didn't know what to do. The project failed and it resulted in financial loss and a bad reputation. The company was furious about this and also found out what he'd actually been doing during his working hours, and the fake resignation letter that he created. The company demanded compensation and fired him, and now he's in debt. He doesn't know what to do and is homeless now, feeling miserable, but since it's his own fault, I don't feel bad for him at all.
It's not time for you to be leaving yet.
Well, I've finished up all my work for the day. So what's wrong with me heading out of the office early and going out for my evening? I have plans to go meet with a friend of mine out on the town and everything. Do you want to complain about it or something, Rob?
I don't believe that you are finished with all your work quite yet, though. You've just gone and forced all the other coworkers to take your tasks from you. And because of that, a lot of them are thinking that they'll have to stay late again and put in more overtime.
Oh, are you going to try and preach to me about things this time?
No. This isn't me preaching to you about anything, actually. It's just that, well, you have everyone pretty upset over the fact that you're never actually doing any of your own work.
I see. So everyone is going ahead and talking behind my back about me now? That's a little bit of a shock to me, considering I thought all of us were just so close to one another here. I think I'm going to have to bring this up with my dad now. I'll let him know that I'm being picked on by everyone in this whole department.
No, you really don't have to tell your dad about any of this. We are not trying to pick on you in any way. Rather, it seems to be the opposite way around here. None of us are wanting to do anything to make you feel bad in any way. We just have some concerns about you, is all.
So you're telling me that people are not actually talking about me poorly behind my back?
Nobody is talking about you at all in that way, to be fair. None of us have ever been doing that, because we all know to come talk directly to you if we have serious problems. However, I think that time has started to come, hence me talking with you about it right now. You always seem to want to show up to the office whenever you want, and then go home whenever you want. And while in the office, you'll have everyone else in this department do your work for you, as you sit there at your desk, looking at your phone. We are not saying rumors or anything like that behind your back, because we are all way too busy to do so, with all your work being left behind.
Oh? So that's how all of you have thought of me this whole time? Well, to spare everyone else the might of my father, I'll only be telling him that you have been saying bad things about me in the office. I'm sure that my dad will become very upset by something like that. He might even have you fired soon.
I have not been saying anything bad about you, though. I'm just telling you what all of us think about you, and everything has been true thus far. I just want you to know that it'd be best if you started to do your own work from now on, and act a little more serious about your job here.
What? Now you're mad at me? Oh, I'm so scared. I've gone ahead and screenshotted all of these messages you've been sending to me, so you'd better start packing your things up and get ready to go.
Go right ahead and show him. I'm sure that after seeing how this conversation has gone down, he'll understand things a lot better and act upon them.
You think so? Well then, let's both be prepared then. But just know that it's not me who's going to be fired for this one.
Hey, are you Rob from the General Affairs Department here?
Yes, that would be me. And who am I speaking to at the moment?
So that must mean you're the one that went out of line and started talking down to the daughter of the executive director. Since you appear to not know a thing about the politics within this company, I'm going to have you moved out to the middle of nowhere to work.
Are you really sure about that?
I want you out of this office right now!
Excuse me, David, but from what she told me, your daughter had shown you those screenshots of the texts that had happened between her and me, correct?
She sure did show me! And I'm not letting some kind of complete stranger like you go and preach like that to my daughter all the time!
No. If you had seen the conversation we'd had, then you'd know that what your daughter has been up to is not okay. I'm not the kind of man that really likes to preach at all to others about how to do their jobs and such. And that's why this time, I chose to just text her about it, so that it would all be in a much more lighthearted fashion.
There is nothing wrong with my daughter! And even if she was causing problems for anyone in the company, you were all to look away from it and mind your own business!
What? Did you not hear about how she's been pushing all her work off onto other coworkers, and then leaving the office to go home whenever she pleases? This is not the kind of situation where all of us can just ignore what she's doing. And the worst part of all this is that she doesn't seem to understand that what she's doing is wrong. She's not even willing to own up to it in any way.
Stop lying to me! My daughter is a perfect and kind little girl. I've heard enough from you now, so get all your things off your desk and leave this office. I'm going to make you head to that small little office out in the middle of the countryside.
You're going to have me move to another office all because of this? I think you are best to start thinking with your head on straight, David. The only reason your daughter was even hired into this company is because she's related to you. And now she's going around threatening other coworkers with being fired by her dad. As a working adult, does that not make you or her embarrassed by you guys' actions at all?
You... Did you know that recently this company has been experiencing a lot of theft of materials from within its offices?
I know about that. I was the one that started to make those posters all over the building, warning people to be more careful with their things to avoid them being taken.
The man behind all that theft, it's you, right?
Huh? What are you even talking about?
That's the reason I'm having you moved out to that smaller office in the middle of nowhere, and your pay cut. I'm going to tell the company president that right now. I'm not going to tell him a thing about how you went against me and started to make nasty comments towards my daughter and then preach to her about her job.
Do you even have evidence of me stealing things from this office?
Well, I do happen to have some evidence, actually. I had a camera placed in the break room, where I was able to see every corner of it from. And I just happened to catch loads of videos of you taking things that are not yours!
You put up a camera in the break room? You do realize that the break rooms are separated between genders for a reason, right? There are shower rooms and everything in there, so that could be a huge problem for you, having put up a camera in there to watch over everyone. But anyway, I have not been the one doing any of that stealing. Could you show me those videos that you've recorded of me?
No way! There happen to be things of it of other employees in this company, and I'd like to keep all that private, of course. So I'm having the videos edited right now to remove all the people who have nothing to do with your crimes. But just know that you are in all of the videos, clearly. I know for a fact, because I remember every instance of you stealing things.
This is my first time ever running into someone as awful as you. Are you not embarrassed by the things you are doing right now?
You, even after all of this that I told you about, you still have the drive to want to fight back? You already know you're finished, so all of this fighting from you is useless, and you're making yourself look like even more of an idiot. Go and clean off your desk right now, and then leave this office before this day is over. Understood?
Understood. Are you sure you don't want to talk with the company president about all this before I leave?
Ha! The company president doesn't need to hear from me about how I'm having some low-level employee like you transferred to a worse office with worse pay.
Is that so? Well, alright then.
Get out of here, now! It's too bad for you that you had to be born with only half a brain!
Hey, I heard from my dad about everything, you know. He asked for you to get all your things together and get out of the office building. This must have really opened your eyes to reality, right? You are a complete disgrace to this company.
I know. Once I finished up my work for the day, I'm getting all my things together and leaving.
To be honest, I was hoping he would just fire you on the spot, but my dad is a very nice man, so he let you off the hook by having you move to that crappy and old office building. You should be thankful that he didn't take things any further with you.
If anything, I feel sorry that a company like this had to hire such a man as him. I suppose it was kind of him to only have me move to a different office, out of his sight. I'll enjoy a new place of work now, and hopefully, everyone there is a lot better behaved. I've become tired of having to care for the child that was only hired because of her connection to her dad, after all.
Such a pile of crap you are, but since you're going to be moving far away from here, I'll forgive you for that one. Good luck with life out there in the middle of nowhere. I hope your life as a thief can be longer lived over in that office.
I am not a thief, and I haven't been stealing anything from this office.
Right? Lie all you want. You even stole my purse, right?
Huh? What are you trying to bring up this time?
I had my purse stolen by you even. I saw it with my own 2 eyes, actually. I'll let my dad know about that before he leaves the office today.
When did I steal that purse of yours from you?
It doesn't really matter when it happened, right? I saw it with my own eyes, so that's all that matters.
If you saw it with your own 2 eyes, then you tell me the time and place it happened at. If you really happen to see me stealing your purse in person, then you should know what day and time it took place.
It happened this week, on Monday, at 4:30 in the afternoon. At that moment in time, you came over to my desk and took my purse from me while I was standing down the hallway. And that's when I saw you running off with it. I was on my way back from the toilet and everything. You really are the worst kind of man.
4:30 in the afternoon, huh? That's a very particular time for you to be able to remember that happening at.
Well, of course it is. I have a picture as evidence that I took of it happening, and it says the time it was taken in the picture's info. It says it clear as day, so there's no mistaking it now. You're not going to be able to talk your way out of this one, you thief.
A picture, huh? You're going to find that a lie like that won't be getting you very far. But go ahead and do whatever you want.
I'm going to do what I'd like. I hope you find life hard at the other office when everyone there knows you as the corporate thief.
Hey, Rob. Tell me what kind of relationship you have with the company president?
Excuse me? Why do you want to hear that from me all of a sudden?
Right now, he's running all over the office building after coming back from that overseas trip he took, and he's yelling that he's looking for his grandson. Are you really the grandson of the company president?
Well, yes, I am. And what does that have to do with anything?
Why did you never tell me about any of that sooner?
Well, had I told everyone that I'm the grandson of the company president, everyone in the company would start to treat me way too kindly, right? So I've kept that a secret this whole time, in order to keep balance and equality here. And luckily, our last names are different from one another, so nobody would have even been able to tell.
So you really are his grandson? So you really are related to the freaking company president?
Well, that's what I'm saying now.
All right. I'd like you to come back to this office building at once and return to your desk.
Huh?
You don't have to put in any more time over at that crappy office. Come back here and return to your previous job. You should be able to make it back here before lunch, right?
What are you going on about right now, David? You told me yourself before I left that place that I was never to leave this smaller office ever again, and that I'd be working here for the rest of my life, right?
Well, things have changed drastically.
When you say things have changed, is that because I'm the grandson of the company president? I do not want to be treated special because of my connection to him. I like to work with my own strength here, and that means I don't have anything to do with my grandpa.
No, that's not what all of this is about. Now just hurry up and get back in here. I do not want this turning into any more of a problem than it already is. I'll go talk with the company president right now and try to calm him down for you.
I'm sorry, but I'm not coming back. I happen to have a lot of work that needs to get done over at this office now.
You are being a real pain in the butt for me now. Do you have any idea what'll happen if the company president catches on to what's happened?
I don't care what happens. You're the executive director, so that's going to be your problem, not mine. But of course, he's going to be pissed with what you've done. He happens to hate when things don't happen according to plan, especially when it has to do with one of the higher-ups in the company.
I can see that you think you're all special now. This is your last chance. Are you really sure you don't want to come back to this office and make things right for everyone?
Even if I wanted to come back, I can't do it today. I happen to have a lot of work that needs to get done, and I'm not going back until it's all handled.
For fuck's sake!
David? It appears that you were contacted by the company president. You told him that you had found me to be the one who stole your daughter's purse, and that's why you had me kicked out of that office and moved out here.
I did tell him that, because it's the truth. The fact that you had the nerve to steal my daughter's purse. I even gave you a chance to come back after kicking you out, but you said no to it. So this will all be your fault now.
But you didn't have any evidence of me being the one to steal it, right? I don't think that it was the most brilliant idea trying to paint me as the thief, all just to have a reason to kick me out of there.
Are you trying to smart-mouth me now? You're a freaking idiot, Rob! Alyssa happened to see you do it with her own eyes, and that's enough evidence for me. Also, with the camera I placed in the men's break room, I was able to catch you on it stealing it, and I know for a fact that's you!
Then could you please tell me when it was that I was in the break room, stealing things? You happen to have video evidence of it, correct? That should mean that the time and everything of the incident are on that video recording as well.
I have the time. This Monday, at 4:30 in the afternoon. The time of all this happening is in the bottom left corner of the video, so there's no mistaking it now. You went into the break room while everyone else was just leaving to get back to work, and you started sifting through people's bags and jackets. You thought that was the perfect chance to get away with it all, right?
I see. Then this means that at 4:30 in the Monday of this week, I was in the men's break room, right? There are no mistakes with any of that information, right?
Right. That's all correct. No mistakes. I can show you the timestamp and everything on the video recording later if you want. But it seems that your plan to steal everyone's things was never going to work out for you, huh? If you really want to think that this video is edited in some way, to make you look as though you stole those things, remember that I was in the group of men walking out of here, and I did not see you leaving the break room. So you were definitely behind all of this.
I'm sorry to have to ask you this, but did you talk with Alyssa at all about the time that video recording of me stealing things from the break room took place?
Huh? Why are you asking me that?
Well, it just seems to me that there's something not quite right with all of this. From what Alyssa was telling me about me stealing her purse, she said it took place at 4:30 in the afternoon, on Monday. That's apparently when I went to her desk and stole her purse.
Huh?
And if you think that I'm mistaken, she told me she took a picture of me stealing her purse and all, and the time on it says 4:30. But even with that detail, you are telling me that at that time, I was in the men's break room stealing from them? How was I in two completely different parts of the office building at the same time?
What? Wait a moment. I'm going to have a talk with her.
Sure, go right ahead.
Hey, Alyssa! Why did you not explain things to Rob like we had both discussed? I told you that at 4:30, I'd be saying he was in the men's break room stealing things, right?
Huh? No, I thought that we agreed that at that time he was going to be in my office stealing my purse off my desk.
I never agreed to you saying he was stealing your purse at that time?
This is your fault this time, Dad. Why are you going to try and blame me for you not telling him the right times we'd planned on? You were the one that messed up this time. You told me that we'd be able to do all of this easily and make him look like the thief so that we could get him out of this office without being caught.
And that's still the plan. I've been trying to help you get rid of him by painting him as the thief.
You are not helping me out, though. You totally forgot about the times we had agreed on.
But I explained to you before about how I have him recorded on the camera I placed in the men's break room and everything, right?
I never heard about all that from you. Are you kidding me? What are you doing? The only time we weren't going to have an alibi from the other members of this department was during the time I was with Rob, right? And that all took place at 4:30, so you were supposed to give a time besides that. Now, when they're questioning me on why he was in 2 different locations at 4:30, they're going to find a hole in our lies and blame me.
You'll be alright. They haven't started looking for anyone just yet who is behind this. And they haven't even began asking for all the evidence we have. Now, for the time being, leave all of this up to me. And just stand by and wait for me to be finished with it. Okay?
Huh? Are you trying to say that I'm getting in your way now?
Well, wait, that's not what I said!
Telling your own daughter to sit one out while you go and handle everything alone is the worst. Whatever, I don't care what happens to you now.
Alyssa!
Hey, you happen to be the grandson of the company president, right? I don't happen to have the phone number of the company president on me, so I'm going to tell you this so that you can tell him. The man that's been behind all of the theft within the company is my dad, David.
Excuse me? What do you mean by that?
I just told you what I mean. The man that's been going around stealing everything here is the executive director. My dad.
But you were saying before that you saw me with your own eyes, stealing your purse out of your office, right? You're starting to contradict what you've said before now.
I happened to make a mistake then. You and my dad happen to look very similar after all. Anyway, I want you to tell the company president everything I just said to you. Understood?
I do not want to become involved in whatever fight you're having with your father at the moment. And really, you don't have to worry about what's been going on in the company anymore, because the 2 of you will be getting fired here shortly. So maybe it's best you both just forget about whatever plan you made to have a reason for me being kicked out of that office, and just make up.
Huh? Why do I have to be fired as well?
Well, that's because you've been the one going around the office building stealing people's things from them.
Huh?
Let me tell you right now. Everyone here has seen you stealing things off their desks and out of their bags. That's why during these past few days, I've been going around gathering evidence of it and making an investigation. You did know that there are security cameras all over the office building's interior, right? Besides the break rooms, of course.
Security cameras? There are security cameras all over this office building's interior?
Yes, of course. And your father, the one who is the executive director for that office building, should have been aware of that as well. And well, on multiple of those cameras, we have video evidence of you stealing. And of course, the company president has watched through all of the recordings.
Lies. These are lies, right?
None of this is a lie. You're most likely going to be sued by multiple different people for this now. So I suggest you find yourself a really good lawyer. But if you don't want that, then maybe you need to start giving everything you've stolen back to the victims.
Well, it's not a problem for me. I still have my dad around to help me out of this.
Interesting. You were just going on about how he's been the one behind all of this. And now you want his help defending you?
My dad is a very kind man, so he'll forgive me for this. What? He's not answering his phone. What's going on here?
Did he go ahead and send you straight to voicemail or something? I'm sorry, but the company president has already gone and dealt with your father.
What do you mean? Then what am I going to do about this?
Well, now that your father, whose position you abused, is no longer around, there's nothing you can do. I think the first thing you can try doing is going up to everyone you stole from and try apologizing to them.
Shut up! I'm going to go and find my dad right now.
Rob, I'm so sorry about so many things. Out of my own selfish anger, I had you relocated to another office building and your pay reduced. And I also tried to paint you as the thief.
That's right. And these apologies from you are well deserved. But being moved to another office building isn't that much of a problem for me. everyone that's working out at this location are very nice people. And they've all been teaching me all sorts of things that even I never knew about the company. And the best part of all out here is there is nobody like your daughter here, who is brought into the company because they're family, and never get any work done.
I can't really say anything to that now.
I know that. Now, is that all you have to say? You're not going to ask me to say anything to my grandpa as a way of having him pardon you or anything?
No. This was just meant to be me apologizing to you. I'm going to be leaving this company now. And on my way out, I'm going to apologize to every single person here for what I've done.
Well, if that's how you're handling things now, then that must mean the company president towards you pretty well, right?
I understand completely now why he was that mad with me. He was not going to take any of my crap from me, and he made that very clear. Just a bit ago, Alyssa ran into the room while he was yelling at me, and after he asked for me to leave his office, I could hear him tearing her a new one from the other side of the door. And when everything went quiet, the door opened, and she walked out looking like a zombie. That's the first time I've ever seen anything like that.
Not even I'm able to picture how upset my grandpa must have been with you both. And I happen to be his family. At home, he's yelled at my mom and dad all the time, but never in a way that zombified them. But of course, I am his grandson, and he'd never ever want to yell at me about anything at home. However, that doesn't mean he wouldn't yell at me like that when I'm one of his employees, and I've screwed up as bad as your daughter and you have.
Well, anyway, know that I really am sorry about what happened. I promise that my daughter and I will never show up to this company again. That is a promise. Okay?
Alright, please do that. This company was made by my grandpa, and to me, it's a very important place. And so, having two people as selfish and crazy as you around here will not be tolerated ever again. And I'll make sure of it. Goodbye. After that, both David and his daughter Alyssa were fired from the company and kicked out of the office building. When it came to the money that Alyssa had to pay all of the victims, she never bothered to acknowledge any of it, and asked her father to pay it all instead. But her father had realized he was no longer going to spoil his daughter, and he said no when she came and asked for his help. In the end, she had to end up borrowing a lot of money to pay all the victims, and is now facing a lot of debt that she'll need to pay off somehow. After seeing the company president so angry at them, neither one of them wanted to work corporate anymore, and things between them really started to become distant. David started to seclude himself inside his house for a long time, never coming out to do anything in fear of seeing employees from the company. And Alyssa has started to work during the nighttime, working jobs that most women her age would be too afraid of. The company president went ahead and apologized for never noticing something as bad as what happened going on inside his company a few days after firing David and Alyssa. He then followed that by saying he'd start to build a much closer and tighter workplace, where everyone could speak up about things without fear of there being a higher up that would attack them. A few weeks after that, everyone in the office began to notice how much more relaxing work could be when that father and daughter duo were no longer around. My grandpa later asked me if I wanted to come back to the head office and work there again. But after what had happened, everyone there knew I was his grandson, and so I had to say no. I'd much rather work out in the countryside anyway, where people don't know my connections to the company president, and where everyone is just nicer to me. I told my grandpa that I want to work in a place where I'm not treated any better due to my connections, and that I wanted to keep working hard, so that I may one day be in his position as company president.
Hey, Mark, where the hell are you? I've been looking around everywhere for you and I can't find you.
Mr. Brett, how you doing, sir? I've already left the office for the day. Is there something I can help you with, sir? I've already got on the bus home, though.
What the hell, Mark? You can't just leave on your own whim.
I'm sorry, sir. I just finished all the work that I needed to finish for the day, so I headed home. I did say something to you before I left the office like I normally do, but I'm not sure you heard me.
I don't really give a rat's ass, Mark. I didn't hear you say anything to me. Just hurry up and get your ass right back over here.
What do you mean right now? You want me to turn around? Did something happen that needs my attention? I thought I finished everything.
We're gonna go out for a few drinks tonight.
Wait, what?
You're always so annoying when it comes to going out for drinks and whatnot with your coworkers. I'm gonna make sure that you come today. You have to come today. You're not gonna be able to run away from this anymore.
No, I don't really drink at all, not even a little sip. I think you know that though, right, Bus? I'm pretty sure I've told everyone around the office, including you, that I can't drink any alcohol. And that's the only reason that I don't really attend any of the drinking parties that everyone invites me out to. I usually do go to the parties that don't really revolve around alcohol though, like the new employee welcoming parties and whatnot.
I understand, but I don't have anyone around here that's willing to go out and have drinks with me, and the only person that I can think of is you. You've never actually come out with me to drink when it's a party that I've hosted. You need to get over here right now. Don't make any more excuses. You have no right to refuse this time. You must come.
But I literally told you that I can't drink.
I don't really care if you can't drink, Mark. You need to come and be around your boss while he drinks and talks to you. That's part of your job description, don't you understand?
I mean, okay, I kind of understand that logic, even though I don't completely agree with it, but I've already gone home for the day, so would it be alright if I go out with you another day, sir?
If you don't come right now, I'm gonna have you fired.
Wait, what? Fired?
You heard me. I didn't stutter. The sales record in our departments have been going down because you're such a drag and you never come out. You're causing unduly stress on the department. If you consider the fact that you're causing unduly stress to the people in the department, doesn't that make you reconsider coming? I would really hope that such an excellent team player such as yourself would come back and go out with me.
I'm not sure that logic sticks at all, and I'm pretty sure it's a stretch, sir. I'm no expert in HR, but I don't think any of that works. Okay, whatever, I'll go. Give me 1 second to turn back around, though. I'm not gonna drink, so I'm gonna drive my car back, though. I hope you can at least understand that. I was planning on heading home at least once anyway, so I'll drop off and pick up some stuff along the way.
You better haul your little ass, boy. I'll let you know as soon as the store is decided, got it? I want you to come over to the store that I've said I want to go to.
If possible, sir, would you be able to pick a store that has a parking lot? It would really be appreciated.
You really are such a drag, huh? Stop being so picky! Shut up and hurry up, get over here. I'm allowing you to come to my drinking party. You should be honored that you're invited to come.
A drinking party? Party means that there will be other people joining us, right? Who else is going?
It's just gonna be me and you, buddy. You should be excited, just the two of us.
I'm not sure I'd call that a drinking party, sir. I don't drink at all, and you're just gonna be drinking whatever you want to drink all alone. If anything, it's more like a party for me to observe you just drinking alcohol while I sip on some juice or something. Do you really need me to go there for that?
Shut up! You're just coming up with more excuses and reasons not to come. Hurry up and get your ass over here.
Okay, sir, I'll be on my way. As soon as I make it back home, I'll grab my car and stuff and drive over to whatever store you choose out. But I want you to know that I've got work tomorrow, so I have to go home as soon as we're done, and I can't stay out too late. If that's okay with you, then I'll head over.
Yeah, I'll think about letting you go when I decided that it's okay for you to go home. When I say, okay, Mark, you've really outdone yourself, go ahead and go home now, that's when you may go home. Otherwise, you're staying.
I'm not sure how that's fair at all for me. I have work tomorrow. Whatever, the bus is about to be at my stop, so I'm gonna start walking home now. As soon as you figure out a place to drink, just let me know, okay, sir?
Gotcha, hell yeah. Alright, do me a favor and hurry up, yeah? I don't like waiting.
If it's around the company, then I could probably make it there in about 30 minutes or a little less. I'll be walking home now. We're at my stop. See you later.
Wait, hang on. Where did you park your car again, Mark? I need to know right now.
Parked it right in front of the store, sir. Why? Is that something that you wanted?
Oh, right, the parking lot. Okay, I gotcha. Give me 1 sec, buddy.
Wait, hold on. You're in the parking lot, sir? Or are you about to go out to the parking lot right now? I thought that you had gone to the bathroom this whole time. You didn't tell me you were leaving. You were pretty darn drunk, sir. Are you sure you should be out walking around alone? Do you think that you can make it back on your own? Do you want me to pay the bill so we can leave the store now?
No, don't worry about it. I'm gonna borrow this car right now.
Wait, hang on, what? What are you talking about, sir? What do you mean you're just gonna borrow the car right now?
I saw the keys in your jacket hanging on the hanger. It was dangling all shiny like, so I went ahead and did what I do. I borrowed it without permission.
Wait, I seriously can't find my keys right now. I'm not sure I understand what you're doing, sir.
I didn't come here with my car today, I left work on foot. If I try to go home using a cab or Uber or something, it's just gonna cost me money that I didn't need to spend. If I go home using the bus, it's gonna take me even longer than if I just borrowed a car that's conveniently placed right in front of me. That's why I've decided to allow you to lend me your car.
Wait, what? What do you mean, lend you my car? You want to borrow my car right now? If I'm going to drive you to your house, I'll gladly drive you to your home. I don't know where you live, but I'm sure it's not too close, right? I'll go ahead and drive you.
No, seriously, don't worry about it. I can make it home by myself, thanks for the help.
What do you mean, thanks for the help? I didn't say that I would lend you my car, because I'm not going to lend you my car. Even if you hire someone to drive the car for you, please don't use my car to drive. I'm not giving you permission at all. Whatever, I'm just gonna take care of the bill for now, and then we can talk about it, And is that gonna be okay with you?
I'm going to borrow your car, Mark, and I'm gonna go home. What are you talking about, having someone drive the car for me? You must be crazy. Why would I ask someone else to drive? I can just drive myself, you idiot. Oh, what, did you think that I don't have a driver's license or something? I've been driving since before you were born, boy.
What? I think you're missing the point here, Brett. I really didn't think that you didn't have a license or anything. I just know that right now you're in no condition to be operating any kind of heavy machinery, including my car. I know how much you've had to drink, sir, and it's kind of alarming to me that you don't seem to know. You really can't be drinking and driving right now. Please come back and give me the keys.
Okay, I'm gonna go home now, so shut up. I'll give you your stupid car back tomorrow, okay?
What? What the hell are you talking about, Brett? Stop! Are you seriously trying to drive right now? No! You need to come back right now! Don't do it! I'm waiting for the check, so you just need to hang on just a moment. Please don't go driving my car while we're that drunk.
Ooh, sorry to break it to you, Mark, but you can just try and make it home on your own. Alrighty, I'll see you tomorrow, man. Later!
Boss? What's going on? Where the hell did you go, sir? You can't just take someone's car without their permission and drink and drive like that. Please come back right now. Brett, please answer the phone right now. You're worrying me.
Damn, Mark, I crashed the car.
Wait, what? Where the hell are you, sir? I've been trying to reach you for the longest time.
I don't know if your car's even drivable anymore. It might be totaled. I kinda crashed the car, so I drove away to make sure no one would see me.
Wait, what? What are you doing? You need to stop playing games right now. What in God's green earth are you talking about right now?
If you tell the company about any of this happening, you're fired, got it?
Wait, what? Are you being dead serious right now? Please tell me you're joking. Is this real life? Or am I in some really bad dream? First, you steal your co-worker's car key without him knowing about it, before you commit Grand Theft Auto. Then you decide you're totally fine to drive while intoxicated before crashing the car. Then, to top all of this off, you're currently blackmailing me by threatening to fire me if I say anything about anything. I feel like you're seriously losing your mind, Brett. You've just gone completely off the deep end.
Just promise me, damn it. I don't care about anything else. Promise me that you will not tell the company. If you don't understand that, then I'm going to fire you. It's that simple. Promise or be fired. Which is it gonna be?
You're just full of surprises, aren't you, Brett? I can't believe the nerve, the audacity you have to come at me with threats right now. Didn't your mom teach you any kind of manners? Or any semblance of common sense? I really can't believe what's going on. I feel like it's just some terrible TV show.
Oh my god, stop the rambling. Just shut up and swear you won't tell anyone. If you don't want to be fired, you will not be telling the company about anything that happened tonight. Do you understand?
I've always had a sneaking suspicion that you're a piece of shit, you know? I just didn't realize that it was this bad. You're seriously way too rotten for your own good. You're gonna completely ignore the fact that you wrecked my car while driving under the influence, and threaten to fire me if I tell the company about what happened tonight. You really think that you're able to decide whether or not I get fired after this whole ordeal?
Of course I'm able to fire you. I'm literally your boss. If you don't listen to everything I say, then you're going to be fired. That's how this whole place food chain works. How have you not figured this out already after being an adult for so long?
You know, I'm kind of impressed that you're not embarrassed by what you're saying right now. I think I understand what you're trying to tell me right now. Wish I didn't, though.
Okay, so that means you swear then, right? You don't tell the company that I crashed your car because I was drinking and driving. You keep it to yourself. If you don't want to be fired, then you need to listen to the orders that I give you as your boss without any complaints, got it?
Yes, sir, I read you loud and clear.
Alrighty, that's all I wanted to hear from you.
I swear to you that I won't be telling the company about any of this at all. That's all you want me to swear about, right?
I'm glad that you're on board with this. You've really made me feel better. I might even be willing to help you out a little bit. Maybe I can put in the good word for you to be promoted later on, huh? How do you feel about that? You should be happy right now.
Okay, sure, and? Where are you right now?
Huh? What?
I'm saying, where is my car located right now, and where are you? Are you still with my car?
No, I'm already heading home in a taxi already. I'm about halfway home from where I crashed your car. Your crashed car is in some corner somewhere. I screwed it up by handling it and I hit the lamppost somewhere. It kinda just snuck up on me, you know what I mean? Some old ass dude was mumbling something when I got out of the car, but I'm sure it'll all be okay, you know?
You're seriously the worst scum of the earth.
I'm so glad and relieved that you swore to me that you won't tell anyone. If this kind of thing leaks into the company, you have no idea what kind of mess I would be in. It would start affecting my trust among the other companies and people around me, you know? I want to just avoid all the annoying things that could get a little hairy, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I would assume so. I think that most people would think that normally. And if I was just a regular employee, I might have just listened to what you had to say and took it to heart. I might have just actually done everything that you wanted me to do with no questions asked.
What? What are you talking about? Wait, you're not planning on snitching, are you? That's what you're gonna do, isn't it? You swore to me. You swore that you wouldn't tell the company about any of this at all.
I won't tell anyone about this. At least not to our company.
What are you trying to say right now, Mark?
You're just concerned with me not telling the company. If I don't tell them, you're happy, right? That means that if I go directly to the police without talking to the company, then I'm not breaking any promises and you shouldn't have any problems with it.
Wait, what? The police?
You realize that my vehicle was involved in a traffic accident by a drunk driver who stole my keys from my jacket while I wasn't looking? I don't know how many felonies that is, but I'm sure it's more than enough to send you to jail. Did you really think that I would just let all of this go? That I would just close my eyes and pretend nothing happened? You really need to start snapping out of it. Maybe you're still drunk or something. Did you really think you can just get away with this terrible crime? That you can just run away and blackmail me to get away with all of it?
Wait, hang on a second. The police? You must just be yanking my chain, right? You're joking?
Yeah, I'm not joking at all. Why would I be yanking your chain about something this serious? You realize that I'm a victim in all of this, right? You stole my vehicle. You didn't just take the last piece of my gum.
No, come on. I didn't steal it. It's not like that. I just borrowed it for a little bit, man. I was totally planning on returning it to you by tomorrow, man. No harm, no foul, right?
I'm sorry, but I can't keep up with the drunk ramblings of some old criminal who wants to make a bunch of excuses. I'm going to be reporting this to the police and authorities. Of course, I'll be submitting all evidence of you drinking and driving to the authorities as well. Don't worry about that.
Wait, what? Why? That drinking and driving part had nothing to do with anything.
I know that you ran away because you wanted to avoid being caught and driving, right? I'm not an idiot, sir. Please don't treat me like one. You're not going to be getting out of this with some excuses. You're going to have to face your crimes. The store has the security cameras, and I'm positive that you're in them. You were caught drinking, and a few minutes later stealing my keys, and yet another few minutes later driving away in a stolen vehicle. Even if none of the security cameras worked, the store employees definitely know that you were drinking. It's not like you had a single beer or anything. You practically single-handedly drank them dry. I think we have more than enough evidence to prove this. I'm of course going to testify against you, by the way. Like I said earlier, you're definitely not going to get away with this.
Hang on, Mark, let's just take a breather for a second. Let's just both calm down and talk about this like civilized men.
I think I'm actually pretty calm considering the situation you threw me into. Let's just recap what happened. You stole my car keys from my jacket while I was in the bathroom. Then you proceeded to steal my vehicle and crash it into a lamppost. I'm actually kind of impressed by how calmly I'm handling the situation myself.
I see, and I understand. You're totally right, Mark. I can totally see how you feel. But you gotta understand it from my view. I really didn't mean for any of this to happen. I really was just surprised that lamppost turned out to be a lot closer to the car than I'd realized. You realize that literally no one in this world drives expecting to be in a car accident, right?
The point is, you were so intoxicated, you couldn't see the difference between Satan and God himself. You were that inebriated that yet you're still trying to get in your co-worker's car without his permission to drive yourself home. You're nuts! Besides, your one wish was that I don't tell anything to the company. Well, your wish has come true. I'm not going to tell the company. If I'm keeping my side of the promise and not telling the company, you really have no reason to complain at all.
What? What the hell are you talking about, Mark? You know exactly what I meant. I'm not sitting here trying to listen to you joke about me this whole time. I need to talk seriously. Stop talking crazy about the police or something, man. You can't do that to me. I guess you're okay with being fired and being jobless, huh? You're gonna be evicted and homeless if you do that.
I really don't think that if you do somehow manage to fire me, or try to fire me anyway, that the HR guys are really gonna take you seriously and just let this go unnoticed. They prefer to not have any kind of lawsuits.
Wait, what are you talking about?
Whatever, your trust is gonna disappear. It's just not gonna exist anymore amongst your peers. I mean, to be fair, I don't think most of the people in the office trusted you at all to begin with, but I digress. You're gonna cause this whole ruckus and headache for me and still try to threaten to fire me? Are you being serious right now? Let's just be real, Brett. You're not gonna be able to do that. Just use the 2 brain cells you have available to you. I'm just a regular old victim in all this. I've done nothing wrong or worthy of being fired at all.
No, come on, calling yourself the victim now? That's exaggerating a little bit, don't you think?
Do you realize what you've done to me, Brett? You stole my car and then proceeded to wrap it around the lamppost. You bet your sweet ass I'm gonna have you pay me in full for a replacement, or at least have it repaired. You're also gonna have to face the fact that you were drinking and driving. There's no getting away from that. Is that all really that crazy to say? I feel like it's all pretty common sense, right? You have to take responsibility for your own actions.
Hang on, you're seriously gonna do this to me? What the hell did I ever do wrong? Come on, Mark, calm down. I just had to do the right thing for me at the time, man. I wanted to drive myself home because I wanted to save a little time and money. Why does all this have to happen to me? I didn't do anything wrong. Why would you have to do this to me?
This literally wouldn't happen if you just didn't take my car. Have you finally learned your lesson that if you do something wrong, it's gonna come back to you in a worse way? You cannot be drinking and driving, ever. It's never gonna be acceptable. And even if I don't tell the company about any of it, they're definitely gonna find out on their own. You're gonna get fired from the company, and you might even end up with a criminal record for all of this. You realize that that's the consequence for everything that you've done today?
Please, I'm begging you, don't file a report with the police. Please, just take it all back. Don't do it.
I'm gonna give you a solid and resounding no. I'm reporting this.
Why the hell would you do that? I'm your boss, okay? Don't you understand that you need to listen to me? I've already been taking great care of you up until this point as my employee. You don't feel like you owe me anything? Like you can't just let this little thing go by just this once?
I'm only doing the right thing, Brett. This isn't personal towards you. You're the one that did the wrong thing, and now you're trying to cover your tracks so that no one finds out. Yeah, you're in the wrong.
I mean, yeah, maybe that's not entirely wrong, but...
Have you finally figured out that maybe you're in the wrong after I broke it all down for you? I'm gonna go report this whole thing to the police now and have them file a report. It might be better off for you if you just turn yourself into the police before they launch a formal investigation. I'm sure you're just gonna get caught anyway, Mr. Criminal. Mark ended up going to the police immediately and filed a police report, claiming that his boss had stolen his vehicle and drove it intoxicated, later crashing into a lamppost. He was in hiding for the first day of it, probably because he was too scared to move, but the police showed up to his office and they apparently arrested him on the spot. Talk about poetic justice. Of course, this whole thing became an issue for the company and he was fired on the spot, no questions asked. People around him were also pretty taken aback by what they had heard that he did, and no one wanted to have his back for any of it. Mark was actually promoted because he took the brave steps in calling out someone's bad actions, even when they were potentially catastrophic repercussions. Brett didn't realize that his actions would cost himself his career and potentially several years of his life. Since Mark wasn't going to be seeing Brett anymore, he didn't seem to care about it at all. Brett really shouldn't have tried to use Mark the way he did, because Mark had a strong sense of right and wrong. I guess that's where Brett completely ran out of luck.